Yeah guys, we discussed about adding the data to the list by using append, extend and insert. Append, it gave us all the elements in the last. Extend, it gave us every single element in the last. Insert, it gave us at what index we specified. But now when we apply remove, a equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, again the same data set. B equal here I don't a dot remove of, we can just specify the element like 2. When we specify 2, print a. When we print a, you can just check the element 2 is removed. Print b len of. Here you can see that the element 2 is removed. Here for removing, we just specify what element to be removed. Element to be removed. Yeah. But for pop, when we use pop, it is similar to insert. Pop, here we have to specify the index. Specify the index, but let me do it. But what happens if we don't specify the element? Like what happens if we don't specify the index? A dot pop, let me print a. You can see the last element gets removed. If we don't specify the index, the last element gets removed. Here you can see the 4 is getting removed here. And when we specify it, it's similar to insert. When we specify, it will just remove the specified index. A dot pop of 2. When I say 2, it is meant like second index. Print a dot pop. Sorry, it's not. Print a. Here you can see the second index. Second index means the third value is 3. It is removed. It is similar like insert. So pop left, it's very similar. Like let me a dot pop left. The word itself means it will remove from the left side. Print a. Yeah, sorry, I don't think it's there. But if we print a dot pop, it will give us access to the removed element. When we try to print insert or something like that, it doesn't give us any response, or it doesn't give us any result. But here, when we try to print a dot pop function, we get the removed element. Sorry. Let me show you how like print a again. Here you can see everything should be small. That's a mistake I have done. Here you can see 4 is removed. So in the top a dot pop, 4 is printed because it is the element that is removed. So we got only 1 and 2 after using pop. These are the methods for removing and addition of data to the list. These are basic methods. for addition and everything like that. But we have some other methods like join, some other split, slicing. The main concept that exists everywhere, slicing in lists, dictionary, sets, not sets, strings,
Nikhil, a small doubt.
yeah, you
Like
can.
if you
So
print of a dot pop, like you told that it will be removing the,
yes,
like it will be printing the removed element, right?
yes,
How
it,
we come we'll get 4 there?
because in the previous a equal to 1 2 3 4, then we put a dot pop of 2. 2 is I mean pop the second index, which is like I'm third element, that is 3, so it removed 3. Then we can see 1 comma 2 comma 4. After that I did a dot pop. A dot pop, it removes the total left side element, but I printed it also. But when it is removing the element, but it prints the removed element. But the method, I mean that action is done internally, like it removes the element. But when we try to print a dot pop, it returns removed element. But when we again try to print the original like a, the printed element would have been removed already. That you can observe there, like 1 to 4, when I print a dot pop, 4 element is removed, like that it tells me 4 is removed. Then when I try to print the original a, it shows 1 comma 2, 4 is removed there. Did you get my point?
Okay,
Yes.
okay. I
Like,
got it.
yeah, it just removes the thing, but when we try to print it, it prints the removed element. That is the main difference here. And for every method we cannot be using print statement like in previous, like extend, append, everything, insert. For everything we cannot be using, but for there are some exceptions for pop function here. And when we are familiar with adding some element to the list, we are familiar with removing some element from the list. Now we will go for, and remember guys, these remove function and insert function you will be using in data frames, data analysis and everything. This is the main basic for every thing. NumPy also, when you go for NumPy also, you will be using this insert function and remove function. When you go for pandas also, or PySpark or polars, everything, data in every data handling framework or data structure, we use insert and remove, especially for removing the particular element, particular column or particular row, or for removing any issue, or inserting a new column in particular index or index type of thing. We use this insert and remove in future things also. They are very very important, so just please note it. Now it's we are killing the time, I think. So let me move to the slicing concept in every sequence data type and everything. Slicing doesn't mean it is not a advanced concept. It is very easy thing. Like slicing is done inside square brackets, where we use 3 columns: start value, after that end value, after that we put step value. Let me explain these things. Start value, it means from where should I start, from which index should I start printing the element. Let me give a trial. A of, I mean like variable, and we should use square brackets for using slicing. There I will start with first index. Let me start with first index. Then end value, where should I stop? With the second index, maybe this let me take some other, like let me take some bigger one. A equal to 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4 comma 5 comma 6 comma some data set. let now here I am taking end value. What is the end value should I be putting? Like it's, I took for example 7th index. Now step value, how should I be printing, continuously or should I be taking any step? Let me take 2 as a step value. Let me print it. You can see the first index, it is the second element, that is 2 is printed, and then it took two steps. That means 3 is removed, then 4 is printed, 5 is removed, 6 is printed. But we gave the end value is 7th index, 1 2 3 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. The 7 comes in 7th index. It does not print the end value. Here it didn't print the end value. Like if I take step value as 1, it will give me all the values from 2 3 4 5 6 6. But when we have step value as 1, we don't need to specify anything. Like hey, hi Harshita, a very good evening. Yeah, you can just follow up with the class. I will recall everything in the ending, don't worry. Yeah, fine. For slicing operator, if we have one as step value, if we have 1 as step value, I don't need to mention it because by default it takes step value as 1. Here you can see the same output we got. And when we try to print step value as -1, and I forgot to say you index, it is negative also. When we have 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4 comma 5, let me comment it. The first element index will be 0 0 1 2 3 4 5, but in negative index this is positive index. But in negative index we start from the ending. Here from ending we start with -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, -6. Here you can see this is negative index for the same thing, negative index. Let me call here print a of -1. What is it will print? What is the last element inside it? The last element is 9. Here you can see 9 is the last element. In this way we have some negative index also. It is similar to the positive index, but -1, minus of -1. It's minus of -1. Like if we have 4 as the index, like it should be removed from the total length. It can be said as length minus positive index. It can be called as length minus positive index also. Like when I try to print a of -4, I will get 4th element from the ending. Like we are coming from the reverse direction. 1 2 3 4. Here it does not start from 0 because it's already started from 0 from the positive side. Here we start from -1 when we come in return. Here we got 8. Now let me slice with negative indexes. Now if I have, let me print a of a of what is the last index, like it can be -1, or let me put some 9. 9 is to 1 is to -1. I am asking it to print till 9, from 9th index to till 1 in the reverse direction. -1 itself, it means reverse direction. 9 minus 1, 8th index. 9 minus 1, 8th index. 8 minus 1, 7th index. 6th index. In this way it will be printed. But when we try to print the same result, -2 is to -2 is to, I don't want to specify the ending value. It will by default take till the ending, but here I will give it -9. I got some mistake here. Yeah, I can use the same, but for reversing we should be using -1 index as a thing. Here I didn't specify any ending index, so it is not showing us. Let me put -10. Now you can see it is giving us some same report like previous one. Oh, it's going for, yeah, yeah, here you can see the same report was done using negative index and positive index. These are two methods, like for calling any value from the list. We can use negative index, we can use positive index also. But for reversing anything, for reversing a list, we use -1 as a step value. Yesterday I discussed, like for a question reversing lists and tuple and everything, I used to call, like I used to reverse the thing by using -1 as a step value. Here you can now we understood how to slice it and what are the things mentioned inside it: start value, end value, and step value. Slice in the same way we can do it for strings also. String 1 is equal to, hey, I am okay. Now I will print string 1 of 1 is to 3. I am only ey like 1 is to 5. Let me, now you can say see ey and I are printed. We can apply this slicing method for any sequence data type. I mean tuple, list, and string. And in most of the cases it cannot be used for dictionary and sets and everything. Now we are clear with list methods, right? Guys, here in list methods we discussed adding some elements. Let me recall everything. Adding some elements to the list. Let me show it. Here we started with defining an empty list. How we do it? We have two methods: a equal to square brackets, which is a notation for list, or a equal to list, which is just using the keyword list and using parentheses. Okay, that's fine. Here defining an empty thing. Next, adding data to the list. We have three methods. Append, it acts as a single index in the last. Extend, it adds every single element in the last, but it acts differently with different index. But insert, wherever we specify, like what index we specify here we specify 2, so it added it in the second index. Second index means third element. Here you can see it. And again we discussed removing elements. Removing elements, it is dealt with pop and remove. pop, it just removes the last element if we don't specify anything. Remove, here we just specify the element, not index. Pop is index based removal. Remove is just element based removal. This is the main difference between pop and remove. Pop, it deals with index. Remove, it deals with element. Here I told a dot remove of 2. It just removed 2 element. It didn't check any index or something like that. But when I ask pop function, when I put a dot pop, it just removes the last element. But when we specify index a dot pop of 2, it just removes the second index, which is the third element. Here we could not see 3 in the output, so it gets removed. And slicing, it is main concept used in range function, x range function, everywhere. Here slicing, it deals with start value, end value and step value. These are all indexes. Whatever we put in beside the variable in square bracket, that comes under indexes. Here we are slicing the indexes. We have two colons here. But by default, when the number step value is 1, we are not supposed to mention it, because it takes by default, when we don't specify any end value, it takes as 1. Here you can see, and we are just slicing it using negative index and everything. And we are using the same slicing concept in string also. Yeah. Now, guys, now any doubts regards list methods, like anything that you want to add regards the previous thing, like till now? String methods. Strings are represented. I mean, how we define strings, represented by our single quotation. In list methods, we took the first step as creating empty.
Nikhil,
yeah.
Sometimes strings is donated also.
We can use triple quotes also, but this is only for documentation or when we have multiple line strings. When we have some passages or something like that, when we have multi-line code or multi-line character, we use triple quotes, maybe single or double. We can use triple quotes, maybe single or double. As per our previous methods, we creation of empty string. Here we have 3 methods. A equal to, we can just simply put double quotations, or A equal, we can put B equal to single quotations, or we can put C equal to string of as per our sorry, it's not string, str is the keyword for string. And the other method, as Samuel mentioned, it can be triple quotes, or it can it can be triple quotes with single quotations. Yeah, let me print a type of everything. Type of A, comma, type. Let me print it. Yeah, let me print it. Here you can see everything is a string. These are all empty strings. and we use triple quotations for multi-line string or multi-line comments or something like that. For single line comments we use only as. These are the ways of creating empty string. Unlike if like let me a dot append of I. Here you can see list methods, everything what we applied there are not applicable in string methods. That's why I told what type of data type that we are handling with should be known by using type method. Now here we have 4 functions mainly: lowering, upper title, something like upper title. We have these 3 methods basically. Let me just a second. Here we have lower, upper, title. Lower itself it means some, and we have one more thing, capitalize. When we have lower itself, by the word it means small letters. It makes every thing into small. A equal to hi, I am here for some work. Yeah. When we try to print a dot lower, we can print here like a dot lower. Here you can see everything that I mentioned in capital became small letters. Lower itself means changing into small letters. Yeah, that's fine. Now when we go for a dot upper, this is simply just opposite to it. When we print it, it changes every letter inside it, every alphabet inside it into upper letters or uppercase. You can say uppercase, lowercase. You can say lowercase and uppercase letters. But when we print title, a dot title, what does it do? It printed the same thing, but what is the difference? What is the function of this title? It actually prints the first letter in caps, the first letter in caps or uppercase. You can check it. Let me change the thing. H. Now if you see it, you can check H is in capital except the and everything. Yeah, I am here. A is just first letter of every word, it makes capital. You can see hi, I am here for some work. Every letter of every word at the start is in uppercase. When we use title, it doesn't make every single letter, it just makes the first letter into capital letter. But we have some other wonderful thing here. A dot capitalize.
Nikhil.
Yes. Just a second. Yeah.
Yeah, could you please change hi next hi there now? Please change into small letter, then print it as a title letter.
Actually, a dot lower, it converts into lowercase every letter.
No. I am asking that after hi, I is there now. I is capital in A is equal to hi. I
Yes.
Yeah. So please change the I into small letter, then it converted into cap.
Okay. Yeah.
Print it as a title.
Yeah, just me. Now Now you can see it. The same output we get. Here I am hi, I am okay. I is also capitalized. But we have some other method which is capitalized. It is wonderful. Here you can see what happened. Only the first letter of the sentence. Only the first letter of the sentence. Only first letter. It gets capitalized. It is uppercase. It is made into uppercase. Letter is made into uppercase. Okay. Are you clear? Are you clear with lower, upper, title, capitalize? Any doubts regards this? Like what is the function?
No.
Yeah. Yeah, Samuel.
Dots, no dots.
Yes, okay. Now, as per our previous thing, we made some slicing here, slicing of strings. A of minus, it's 1 is to that 1 is to 15 is to 1. Let me print it. Whenever you do some action or something, you just need to print it or assign it to the original variable in the string methods and everything, because strings are not modified, they are immutable. So we have to reassign it. When we try to do any modification inside it, we should be doing in this way: a equal to a dot lower. We should reassign it. Then only the original value will be changed. Otherwise, we'll get the same a dot. Otherwise, we'll get the same a here without reassigning it. Now you can see a dot title. A is changed into the title part. It is changed into title part. So when strings are immutable by its name, so we have to reassign. If we apply any function inside string or tuples, we have to reassign it. That is the main thing here. And here you can see slicing. I have done slicing here. Here it starts from I, because the second element I it starts, and it ends till for FO, because it is 14th index. Now I gave 1 as a thing, but now let me give others a of, let me reverse the string. As I told you, negative index, it will reverse the string. Here you can see everything is reversed, because when we don't specify start value and end value and we gave the negative step value, it will just generally by default takes the starting value as ending value and the ending value as the first element of the given data. This is all about lowering, doing some methods in strings. These are all basic methods. We have many other methods, like we have many other modifying strings, concatenating strings and everything, and strip of hello. We have strip and join, split, like that. Now we'll previously we added in list, we added using insert, extend, and append. But here strings we have some methods like concat, join, comma, split. Let me go deeper. Let me give 2 strings: hey, hi, B, I am okay. When we do it, let me concat, print a dot. By the word I told, when we have to do anything, strings are immutable, so we have to reassign it. Otherwise I am printing it a dot concat of b. What happened? Let me check its spell. I think something wrong there. Yeah, sorry, it can be directly done by using some operator, namely plus a plus b. Here it can be used as a plus b. Here I printed it. Now I will do one more concatenation using some other thing. A plus, hey, you are good, you are good, plus b. Here you can see the string that is given is concatenated. Here we just use plus symbol for concatenation. The other thing is join and split. Split, the word by itself means splitting or cutting into parts. It can be said as cutting into parts. Now if we have, hey, hi, how are you doing? Now I will use a dot print a dot split of I will split it based on space. Here I put some space inside the strings. Now let me print it. Here you can see every word before and after space is being converted into different single element of a list. Now if I apply a dot split of h, if I do h, oh no, h should be in strings. Now if I do the same thing, here you can see h is removed. The word that we specify will be removed and other things will be made as a group. Here you can see, hey, wherever h is there, we are getting some different element. Here split is used based on what element we are splitting it, like that. When we try to joining, it's just reverse of splitting. Now if we have, let Control C, Control V. Now join list. When we try to join, the syntax is print whatever we are going to join, by what element we are going to join, dot, sorry, dot join of join list. Here you can see the return, I mean it is joined using some everywhere space is used. Now if I print join using star, whatever we are going to join, it is printed at the first, dot join of join list. Now you can see the return string will be containing stars in the between of every word. Here this is how we convert a list into string by joining, or this is how this is the method of converting list into string. When we have to convert string into list, we use split. These are the methods for, these are the basic methods for string. We have other one like strip, the last method that we are going to discuss on string methods. Strip. Now let me print a a equal to hey hi I am okay. Now you can see some white spaces here. Print a dot strip. Now you can see the last white spaces. Let me put some white space. Here you can see the first and ending extra spaces or extra spaces that we left. E gets removed. For removing extra white spaces, removing extra white spaces. White spaces doesn't mean anything. It's just space. White space, it just means space or next line or it's a tab or something like that. It is just a space. Now here we have discussed string methods also. Like we have covered lowering every element, changing into uppercase, title changing first element of everything, capitalize changing only first element of the line. Now after that we got into split and join. Split, it splits based on what element we gave. Join, it joins the list of elements based on what symbol we gave. Here the element that will be specified based on which split will be going is specified at the last. But in join, based on which element it is splitting, it is joining, will be specified at the starting. This is the main difference between strings and split and join. Okay, now let's dive. I think it's already time for us to wind up a little bit more time. So let's stop from here for today's class. If you have any doubts, you can post it here. Like you can ask me. Now we can build some conversational session. Yeah guys, let me stop my recording also.